Hello everyone. I'm going to show you today a very fast tutorial about the photography and edit. We have got here a very simple foodie picture that makes you hungry for now, for sure. And we're going to edit it. It was taken with the Canon EOS 600D. Before I always used the iPhone, but the pictures get more qualitative and not that pixelated in the time when you start editing it. I use Lightroom because it has very simple options here to edit the picture. It's very easy, especially when you're a beginner and you want to edit some nice photographs. So for this one, we're just starting to play a little bit with the exposure. I like to have bright pictures, natural colors. So you can see it's already changing. Setting up some highlights. Let's see, the highlights are changing. If you can see it in the background here, these kind of dark things I really don't like in pictures at all to see. So I set it up really high to quit this. Playing a little bit with the shadows, putting some white spots into it. I don't want to make it too dark because it still has to be kind of natural. This curve I almost never touch because we have below here the color options to change a little bit and to make it even more lively, and that's totally enough to use. So you don't have to be professional to use Lightroom. You just have to play around to see what kind of style do you like for your pictures. The saturation, if you want to make it a little bit grayish, or if you really want to see the colors in your pictures. For example, like this. The clarity, I don't like to touch that much to keep the photo really realistic. So maximum up to 8, and that's enough. If you want to play a little with the haze, if you like kind of more milky pictures, or if you want to have it a little bit darker, you can change it here as well as the vignette. And what else? This is basically the first steps how I edit my picture, and sometimes or most of the time I also use the brush. Not really in food photography, but yes, in case of portraits or landscape pictures. I'll show you quick what you can do here. You can change the size as you want. Let's set up everything on 0 so you can really see what is changing. So you press the button and you just select all the area. Let's see. You wish about all this area that you want to select, that you want to change a little bit, maybe the contrast, or to make it a little bit more darker. It's very easy. Okay. And now you can see this blue point, and this is the selected area for now. And then you can change, for example, let's change a little bit the exposure. You can see it's already getting really dark. Changing a little bit the contrast. And you just can play around here if you have some focus points that you want to change, for example, as this tissue, or in portrait photography, if you want to change a little bit the eyes, or to make the eyes much stronger, or change a little bit the hair color to put more highlights in. You can use perfectly this brush, select the size, select the area, and change it singular with all the exposure, contrast, and options here. Yes, and if you see before and after, there's a very big difference. It looks much more natural and much more tasty as well. So, and that's it for Now, if you have any questions about Lightroom, about photography, about the camera I use, whatever question you have and you like this tutorial, you can ask me every time.